First thing I want to cover is this base gun. This is a brand spanking new G&G GR25. Now, everyone seems to choose this gun over every other SR25, and it makes me fucking wonder why. This is a brand new gun. With the hop off, it was firing around the 360 to 370 mark. As soon as I set the hop for a 2.5, 274 feet per second chronoing on .2s. Now, that's not good enough. Everyone says G&G are brilliant, G&G are great. Well, they've got better. They've got a fucking hell of a lot better. I'm actually impressed with how much better they have become. But that's like when a fucking guy is going out and he's murdering a hooker. But that's like when a fucking guy is going out and he's murdering a hooker every other night, and then after a little while he murders a hooker every year or so. Same thing with G&G. You could be impressed, but they should have got their shit fully together by now. Now, again, no hop, and I'll do it for you. Here it is, the hop set for 2.5s. 267, 271, 274. I'm going to turn the hop down.
I'm convinced that the current spread
Okay, that is the hop off.
is part of mental illness.
364, 365, 366. Now, I've got issues with this particular gun, and I'll show you why. This gun is made by Avenger. It is an all-plastic bodied gun. Everything that is metal on this one is metal on this one, apart from the receiver, the upper and lower, which is plastic. Except it's got some nice trademarks on it. I'm happy with that. I think that's really cool. This gun I got in from Japan because at that point I was unaware that I could get these in the UK at the same price. But in the UK, you tend not to be able to get the nice trademarks on it. I'm really happy with it because it fires about 310 feet per second. It takes all of the mags that I want to put in it, every single one, apart from G&G mags. G&G, you'll struggle to get any of the kind of SR25 mag in there. They're a little bit fussy, I found. But this gun has got the full size cylinder. Alright, this is a regular version 2, normal version 2, and it's got that horrible extended hop unit and extended nozzle. So straight away, you've got air that is lost. You know, there is volume there that is lost in that unit, and you've only got the normal size of cylinder. So trying to get this up to 400, 420, 450, you know, 400, 420 is fine. 450, you have to change some parts out to really keep the consistency up, but that's fine, that's okay. This one, the cylinder, is much longer because it's what they call the 2.5, I believe, gearbox. So the cylinder is much, much, much longer. And this hop unit, the adjustment on it's not very good. It's just, they're fine, but they're not great. Whereas this motherfucker here, I can put a normal ZCI rotary hop unit or a max hop unit, and I don't have to buy any little fucking spacers or anything like that. I can just put a normal hop unit in there. Now, okay, I've got to change the piston to an SR25 type piston, and it means technically you might want to use a longer spring, but you don't have to use a longer spring, because as you've seen inside Spectre Arms guns, you've got fucking 400 feet per second springs that are this big, and you've got 260 feet per second springs that are that long. So, you know, if you get the right spring in there, you're not doing too badly. Now this bad boy is my Classic Army. This one I picked up dead cheap. I think I actually paid 20 quid for this gun because somebody wanted spare parts, so I knew I could get one cheap. I picked up the base gun for 20 quid, and all I've had to do is apply the scope, the mount, the carry handle, which is so cool, the bipod, the mag, and the stock. I did a little bit of fiddling with the inside. This one fires about 400 feet per second, and it's hopping a .3. And that is, generally speaking, the size I like. This one as well has the long gearbox. Okay, look at the size of the gearbox. It is so much longer than what you get in this one. So upping the power on this one is a lot better deal than doing it on this one. The A and K as well, I like the A and K, same deal. Literally, if you're going to buy an SR25, this is not the one to go for. It's just not the one to go for. Especially when you're going to want to change the parts out to make it a really decent SR25. This one at the box was doing the same power as this one. Except when I adjusted the hop up, well, fuck me. I didn't lose 100 and something fucking FPS, you know? So, meh. My maths probably failed me there again. This one is going to get a set of 25-to-1 gears. It's going to get a full steel rack piston. I'm going to bump the power as high as I can. Again, we're working on budget. We don't want to go mad on it. It does have the suppressor with this one. I'm not extending the barrel. I'm not extending the barrel because this cylinder, it will just struggle to get the BB down the longer barrel unless we change and go all fucking bore up and all that kind of shit. And we don't need to do all that kind of shit. It's not fucking necessary for what I should be doing with it. If you are intending to do an SR25 DLR build, honestly, if you really want to go with the 762 version, get yourself an A&K and then change loads of parts over. Classic Army, change slightly less parts over. Or if you can find one, the Avengers model, because I think the Avengers is around 180 quid, 150 quid, they ain't much. We're going to do what we can with the volume and this barrel, because with this length barrel, you shouldn't need to do anything else. This length barrel with this cylinder should be fine. But I can guarantee if we put a shorter barrel in there, the power will probably jump up to about 420, the way it is now. Something else about G&G, and I've had it with so many G&G guns. We know about the cracking gearbox, we know they crack at the front. If you've got the pneumatic blowback version, you know that's going to stop working, it's definitely going to crack at the front. We know the hop rubbers might overhop very slightly or clog. We know the motors are normally pretty fucking good. We know the exteriors are pretty fucking good. We know the piston's made of cheese. We know the gears are very good, very good. And nowadays, they actually feed properly. Whereas back when, only 4 or 5 years ago, they weren't feeding on fucking mags. But this is what G&G guns sound like, alright? You ready for this? Bouncy, flappy, nasty. They sound terrible. Have you heard a fucking ARP9? Have you heard what those cunts sound like when they fire? Fucking bullshit. If you compare it to an Ares, and this Ares gearbox is standard. I've not done anything to it, I simply cleaned it out and radiused it. As you know, I fucking hate Ares. Even that sounds better. And this one is doing more power than that one. This is made by Double Bell. This is a rail system that I was sent to test. It's fucking cool. It's really solid and it keeps that barrel lovely. I mean, it's such a solid piece. But this is a completely standard Double Bell HK416 variant. Ready? Compare it to a SEMA, the gun that everyone thinks is a piece of shit. It's cheap, therefore you shouldn't buy it. That springing noise is actually that spring there. It is. Listen to that. And then let's go back to the G&G. Make your own fucking minds up. Having a visit, Mamba. She's in the middle of shedding, look at her. These little monsters are a pain when they're shedding because she likes to eat all the skin and it all goes down her throat and it might still be attached to her face and we've got to pull it out of her. And she's only got little tiny delicate toes, look. So trying to get all the skin off her toes is a bit of a task. But she's a gorgeous little girl. Boing. His gun's like a dog getting a stiffy. Mate, we've got it. We've got it. We've got it. I have to drop the power a little bit, but we've got it. I'm hoping the mag runs out of ammo or we get almost no differences. Empty. Yes! Ha 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 ha! Oh yes! Fuck you! And there you go. Horrible, horrible, horrible gun. There are so many better alternatives than this fucking gun. There really is. But beggars and choosers and all that. No, it's not all that. Buy a better gun. Just buy a better gun.